Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main read, I'm using the Telematero. I believe somebody sent me an email and that's how you're supposed to say it. There's the other side of the box. Just in case you want to see the details if you want this deck, it's by Renata Lechner. There's how you spell Telema. I guess the H is silent. Supportive cards by Lucy Cavendish, the Magical Spell cards. I think your name is there. There we go. Alright. First half relationship, second half single. Let's see what we got for Libra. Three of Wands, which is stereotypically a journey, which the situation, it's got a couple very powerful cards in here. Not that, there's any, there's a lot of, like, the Lovers is here, the Sun is here, the Tower is here, the Knight of Swords is here. There's a lot going on here. And I'm getting that this whole situation feels like a journey. I'm kind of getting like a literal journey. It feels like a literal journey to me. But it's like going forward to the next phase at the very least. Because it's not like the World card, clearly. But I'm getting there's communication about what's to come and where things are going with you and your partner. And I feel like that's kind of the Three of Wands, what we're saying with it. Like, where's the situation going? Where are you as a couple going? All right. These two cards pulling the strongest. I'm getting the Tower is bringing you a victory. A situation I feel like may have been going on a bit too long. A bit over welcome, I would say. And I'm getting where this is going is like the situation's falling apart. And that now that the situation is falling apart, it's freeing you from it. And I feel like that's your victory. Something is falling apart here. And it's things happen very quickly. And I'm getting it happens very quickly with the Eight of Wands, but you're very creative about keeping it together, about keeping people at peace with each other, however that works out for you. And I feel like you're freed from this. This situation seems to have freed you. The fact that it fell apart. And I'm getting your partner is standing with the Lovers card, which I think that's a very beautiful Lovers card. I like the angel at the top, to be honest with you. And your partner's very, very trusting and open to what you want, and feeling like the way you're treating them and connecting with them, they're feeling like everything is right on point. Like everything's good. They're feeling very good about the situation with you, how you're handling it. Like, I shouldn't say the situation. I feel like it's more towards you they feel very good. And the way you're kind of moving forward with it, and you're doing a lot of damage control really quickly, seems like it's okay. Because I'm getting on their side, like, they have to do their part to try to salvage what they can as well, but I feel like they're taking your lead on this and they're just running with it. Like, you're saying how to handle it and they're running with it. You're like, okay, that's a good idea, and they're running with it. Now, their challenge card here, see, I feel like this is really lopsided how this goes forward, because I'm getting you're happy to be released from the obligation, whatever it is. And I'm getting the way you feel in the future is the Sun card. You're like, everything is perfect. This is great. I didn't want to keep dealing with that. The fact that I don't have to worry about the stress from the situation anymore, that is good. I'm happy with that. But your partner, I'm getting, they have the Three of Swords. They're feeling like like a failure in a sense. And I'm getting they're disappointed in the whole situation. I feel like they're disappointed that they couldn't do something different to make this work out better. I feel like they're disappointed in the destruction of the situation because they feel like they failed the situation. Now, I do see you're kind of... See, what's going on here? Because I see that this is coming into play. And even though you're happy that the obligation is over, you're having the Sun card, that should trump the whole situation. But I'm noticing spiritually you have the Five of Swords, which is an empty victory. Because I'm getting, by this situation ending the way it did, you didn't get any farther ahead. Like it didn't benefit you. But it didn't work against you, but it didn't benefit you either. It was almost like wasted time. Like the situation as a whole was just wasted time. It didn't get you ahead, it didn't knock you back, but it didn't get you ahead either. You're still at the same square you were at when you started. So it's like a fruitless victory. And your partner, I feel like this is more connected with the Three of Swords and why they're feeling kind of like this failed, is because they're looking to make progress. Spiritually, they're still looking to move things forward, and they're just trying to find a different way to make that happen. And I get that that's why they're having this moment where they're feeling like they failed because it did not go forward. They got the Ten of Swords. That's why they're also feeling the Ten of Swords energy where they're very devastated by it because nothing changed, nothing moved forward. So they're feeling that devastation because they really wanted it to move forward. You weren't happy with the situation as it was going. So the fact that it fell apart worked out for you because you didn't want to be a part of that. So you're feeling a lot better about it. You're not concerned that it didn't move forward. Your partner, though, seems to be. Now, I feel like what helps you in this situation, I'm just being sure, like, are we really going to... Okay. I'm confessing to your partner that you're not really invested into this, that you really don't feel a connection to the situation. Because I'm getting that Five of Cups, or Pentacles? Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. I'm getting you're feeling kind of like this isn't something you really want to be a part of. You're not really feeling connected to it. And that's the authenticity of it. I feel like that's what they're saying. Like, that helps you to just let them know, you know what, I don't think I really want to be a part of this time. And I feel like what helps your partner, as I feel like they love you a great deal, but when they realize that that's really how you feel and you don't want to be a part of this, the Nine of Swords is telling me that they're upset about it in the sense of like they feel disappointed. Like it's stressful for them, like this is something that they want, but that they want, but you don't. I thought I was really going to say it. That's what we should say. They want it, but you don't. And I'm getting like this is freeing them, though. Even though there's stress here because they're realizing there's something that they want and you don't, they can still do this on their own. And that's fine. I'm getting it makes the situation better for both of you. Because I feel like it's just easier for them to do what they need to do and just go forward that way. I'm just feeling you're not really connected to it. You don't really want to be a part of it. It's more about your partner and what they want and where they're going with the situation and letting them do that. And you're just admitting, you know what, I don't really want to be a part of it this time. That seems to help greatly. Because as it fell apart once. And now that you have this moment where you're feeling, because I feel like you actually are going to probably say something. There's a good chance because you're liking it so much because you're out of it. You're out of the situation. It fell apart, you're out of it. So your partner's getting ready to start it again. And I'm getting you telling how you honestly feel about it. It frees you from it. Like, I feel like you're a lot happier going forward. I also feel though it makes your makes your partner's life a lot easier because they plan things differently, and I feel like they handle things differently, and it goes a lot smoother. It goes a lot easier for both of you. I feel like you're both a lot happier. It's just the normal rhythm of it. I feel like it goes a lot better for both of you. Are we good? Good. All right. So I think we got to the point on that one. Let's do Libra singles. Messages for Libra singles. Let's see what we got for you guys. What do we have for Libra singles? Messages for Libra singles. Messages for Libra singles. What do we have for Libra singles? Messages for Libra singles. What do we have for Libra singles? Empowering information to help them move forward the way they want to go, to help them see what's happening, to get what they want. There's a few of them at the bottom here. Okay. Libra singles. What do we have for Libra singles? I pulled to the Page of Wands of the future quite strongly, so it's making me feel like careful but deliberate action, more of a follower energy, but an active energy is what I'm getting here. Alright, so I'm also noticing, I know I'm skipping ahead here, but with that Page of Wands energy, I don't know if I said Wands or Pentacles before, but it's Wands. There you go. You can see them. Him, her, whoever they are. You got the Victory card with it. Because I feel like you're supportive, yet just kind of supportive player, but an active player going forward. This seems to make things work a lot easier for you. Because I'm getting already, even though it's single Libra, the person you're going towards, you already have the Lover's card for. And you got the Isis inspiration, like you're feeling it really strongly for this person. Very, very strongly. So, there's, like, everything seems to be, like, almost, I feel like I'm in a traffic jam of information, like, because I get the top, the bottom, the side, and the center, all, like, so I feel like everything's happening at once. Where we could start, it seems, is the past, the fairly recent past is what I'm seeing. You've learned a lot about this person. You've been keeping your ear to the ground. You've been listening between the lines, reading between the lines, I think is the way I'm supposed to say that. And you're knowing that there is some interest there. Okay. The top card here is like the Justice card. Like you realize this has to balance out a certain way if you really want it to go in your favor. Like I feel like there's a little bit of diplomacy called to action here. Because the other person seems to be working in a certain direction. And I feel like you're looking at it like if you could work in the same current as they are, if you could move in the same current as they are, you could easily swim right in there and get right in there next to them and have a go at it. Now, okay, alright, I understand this at the bottom more. Because I feel like that's where we're going. Like, they're busy, they got things going on, but if you could swim in next to them and help them out with their own goals, like, I feel like this could weave in quite easily. I feel like that's the diplomacy you're looking for. To kind of get in there with them and help them out and then build a relationship from that. And that makes sense why now I'm seeing the Eight of Wands with the Hanged Man at the bottom. Because until that moment, I was just like, where are we going with these two cards? Because like things moving quickly, but then stagnating. I'm like, how does that work? Things moving quickly, like you're getting involved, and you're getting involved going that same current. The Hanged Man there, where things aren't really progressing, is like, relationship-wise, I feel like things are not taking shape. You are getting involved, you're quickly getting involved with this person in their current, and you're helping them out, but things are not taking shape in a romantic sense here. That's the Hanged Man. I was really perplexed. I'm like, how do those two cards go together? Um, you've got the Five of Swords here with the Ten of Cups in the center. Which, this also makes sense to me now. Five of Swords is usually a fruitless victory. You got in there, you're helping, you're swimming along with them, making things work out, and you won in that sense, you got what you wanted in that sense, but you're not, it's a fruitless victory. What you really want is to create that romantic moment, and it's not presenting itself, it's not happening. The Ten of Cups, though, right with it, is telling me you're getting along great. The two of you seem to be getting along wonderfully. Things go forward great in that sense, but it's not progressing to a romantic level. I'm getting that's why you got these two cards together. Like you're getting along great, famously if you want to, but there's no level up, there's no connection in the romantic sense at this point. Excuse me. Now, I've kind of went through a lot of these cards already. Going into the future, the Page of Wands is what I'm pulling in again with the Victory card. I'm getting you just supporting this and sticking with it a little while. That's where your victory really starts coming together. That's where your victory really starts coming together. I feel like you're going to have to hold with this for a little while. But I do feel like I feel like you have a solid plan. I just feel like it's going to take a bit longer than you're expecting for that other component to come in. Because I'm getting things are getting quite busy in this. Whatever you're swimming along and helping this person with, things are getting quite busy and quite hectic. But you're supporting and doing what needs to be done. You're taking a lot of stress off this person. You're making their life easier. They're becoming very thankful for you being there. I'm getting this is making great strides in your effort to get this person in your life in a romantic sense, because I'm seeing they're connecting with the value of you at this point. I feel like you're taking a lot of stress off of them. You're making things a lot easier. You're doing what they need you to do. They're feeling like they can depend on you and to lessen the load for them and to handle things emotionally that they can handle, but it's easier to have someone else help them do that. And I feel like you're doing that too. So this with the Page with the Victory, like you're going along the same plan, you're still doing the same things. The romantic thing is not clicking in, but I feel like the Victory is saying this is working to your benefit. Like you're making an impression on this person that's very good for where you want to go. It's taking a while longer than you're expecting, though. That I'm seeing as well. Now, as it goes to the end here, I'm getting the world with trust at the end here. Trust that it's going to happen at the best opportune time, because this person, I feel like you're cementing in with this person that they're going to take this a very respectful way. They're going to start talking to you, and they're going to start like putting out feelers to see if you're feeling the way they are. And I feel like it's a slow process, but once it starts building momentum, it seems to take a life of its own. They're saying just trust that this is going to go into that next phase. It's just going to depend on what you're dealing with, how long that actually takes. I'm getting like a 3 month to 6 month window here. For some of you, it's within like 3 months. For others, it's going to be like 6-ish months. It's going to take a while. It could go a little past that, but you're going to be able to see that as you keep going, because it's like the 3 to 6 months is when you're going to start to see this person drop the hints or trying to put out feelers to see how you feel about them. And that's when it's going to make more sense to you, and you're going to be happier with it at that point. When you see that they're trying to figure out how you feel, that's going to make you feel a lot better. And then it's going to just kind of take up a life of it. It's going to take up a life of its own from there. Done? Done. All right. So that's it for Libra singles. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. James4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.